What if I told you that behind Slovakia's picturesque mountains and cozy villages lies a dark, hidden soul? A land where pagan rituals are still whispered, where ghosts of communism linger in classified files, and where sexual taboos clash with modern rebellion. This is not a tourist video. This is the Slovakia they tried to bury. But this small country holds a treasure trove of untold truths, from rituals carved into stone to political shadows stretching back decades. Stay with us as we uncover Slovakia exposed. Pagan rituals, communist ghosts, sexual secrets and legends they tried to bury. Part 1. Sexual life and marriage. At first glance, Slovakia appears deeply conservative. A country of churches, quiet traditions, and strong family values. But pull back the curtain and you'll find a society in flux. Younger Slovaks are challenging taboos, embracing open relationships and cohabitation before marriage, a stark contrast to their parents' beliefs. Sex education remains minimal or outdated. Many schools rely on conservative frameworks that barely discuss consent or health. In rural areas, these changes spark friction. While urban youth push boundaries, older generations remain fiercely traditional. Slovakia also struggles with a paradox: low birth rates, yet high abortion rates, especially in the post-communist transition. These topics are rarely discussed in public, leaving young people caught in a silence that feels inherited. Part 2. Dark Historical Secrets. The fall of communism in 1989 was meant to bring freedom, but Slovakia, like many post-Soviet nations, still lives in the shadow of its past. The STB, secret police, operated like a net, catching artists, priests, and everyday citizens in a web of surveillance. Many files were lost, destroyed, or hidden during the democratic transition, protecting names still influential today. The 1990s brought more intrigue. Privatization scandals allowed certain families to rise from obscurity to oligarch status, thanks to ties with corrupt officials. Today, some Slovak elites walk with power built on secrets, while the truth sits buried in forgotten archives. Part 3. Food and Hidden Traditions. Food tells a story. And in Slovakia, it speaks of survival. The national dish, bryndzové halušky, was once dismissed as peasant fare. Simple, heavy, and born from scarcity, it now holds a place of pride. In many rural regions, zabíjačka, traditional pig slaughter, is still performed. It's a visceral, raw ceremony involving community, ritual, and copious amounts of alcohol. Recipes? Most aren't written down. They're passed from grandmother to granddaughter by taste, not by measurement. Every bite in Slovakia comes with a legacy of resilience. Part 4. Education and Controversy. Slovakia offers free education, but the classroom is often a battleground. Teachers are some of the lowest paid in the EU, sparking protests and disillusionment. In rural districts, Roma children are frequently segregated into so-called special schools, creating a cycle of exclusion and missed opportunity. The European Union has condemned this practice, but change remains slow. Slovakia's beauty is more than skin deep. Behind its fairy tale mountains and medieval castles lie whispers of darkness. With over 6,000 caves, Slovakia is home to the Demonovska Cave of Liberty, rumored to hold the bones of WW2 victims. Čachtice Castle is infamous as the residence of Elizabeth Bathory, the Blood Countess who allegedly murdered over 600 girls. Her legend inspired stories like Dracula. In the High Tatras, hikers tell tales of forest spirits, strange disappearances, and myths as old as the mountains themselves. It's a land where beauty and blood share the same soil. Part 6. Superstition and Pagan Roots. To understand Slovakia is to understand its soul, and that soul is ancient. In traditional villages, people still believe in witches, evil eyes, and healers known as liečiteľky, who use herbs and whispered prayers. Pagan-rooted customs survive, burying iron tools under doorways, chanting protective blessings, or avoiding certain trees said to house spirits. These aren't relics, they're rituals, and they still breathe through generations. Part 7. Key People and Global Influence. Despite its size, Slovakia has birthed legends. Andy Warhol, the godfather of pop art, was of Slovak descent. His parents hailed from the tiny village of Mikova. Zuzana Čaputová, the current president, is a symbol of liberal progress and the first female head of state in the nation's history. And then there's Juraj Janáček, a real-life Robin Hood whose rebellious legacy still stirs patriotic pride and romantic nostalgia. From art to activism, Slovakia's sons and daughters leave an imprint far beyond their borders. Slovakia is a land of beauty wrapped in mystery, a place where history was rewritten, where silence masks survival, and where legends live just beneath the surface. If this video stirred your curiosity, hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Which part of Slovakia surprised you the most?